In this video, we are going to be evaluating algebraic expressions. Let's begin. A variable is an unknown number whose value can change. When you evaluate an algebraic expression, you substitute a number into the expression. Sometimes people will say plug in a number. Substitute or plug in means the same thing. Anyhow, let's continue. Directions: evaluate each algebraic expression. For each problem, first, write the original expression. Second, substitute the number in. And third, simplify. So this is the expression x plus 3. If we substitute in x equals 2, this is what we're going to do. Let's rewrite the original expression. Let's substitute or plug in 2 in place of x. So 2 instead of x, and then we bring down everything else, the plus and the 3. And then now we evaluate it. So there's really nothing we do in this parentheses, so we can basically get rid of it and just treat this as 2 plus 3. And 2 plus 3 is just 5, and so that would be the answer. So in this expression, if x equals 2, then the expression would be 5. Simplified expression. Let's see what would happen if x equaled 20. So x plus 3, you're going to substitute x for 20 this time. Bring down everything else. So 20 plus 3 is just 23. You can go ahead and pause the video and try the next on your own if you'd like. I'm going to keep moving on. X plus 3, we're going to substitute 8 for x. And then 8 plus 3 is just 11. And box your answer. That's it. Let's try another expression. You can try these on your own, see if you can beat me to it. We have n minus 4, so let's rewrite that expression as the directions say. We're going to substitute 10 in place of n, so 10 minus 4, and 10 minus 4 is just 6, so that's our answer. Let's box it. N minus 4, let's plug in 7 instead of n, or in place of n. 7 minus 4 is 3, and that's the answer. And finally, if n is 4, replace n with 4. 4 minus 4 is 0, so that's our answer. Got a couple more expressions. 5m. Now remember, 5m means 5 times m. So we're multiplying those two. So 5 times m, let's rewrite the expression, 5m. And now we're going to replace m with 6. So 5 times 6. And that equals 30. Let's try the next one. What if m equals 11? 5 times 11. And that's 55. And let's try the next one. If m equals 9, then 5 times 9 is 45. Let's do number 4. R over 3, it's a fraction, but remember a fraction is basically just a division problem, so it's the top term, r divided by 3. So r divided by 3. Let's see, what if r was 3? 3 divided by 3 is just 1. What if r was 15? 15 divided by 3 is 5. And finally, what if r is 0? 0 divided by 3, it's not 3. 0 divided by 3 is 0. So that's how you would do that. Let's go ahead and look at number 5. 2x plus 1 if x equals 9. So you're going to have a couple more steps in here. So we have 2, and then x. In place of x, we're going to write 9. So 2 times 9 plus 1. So from here, it's order of operations. You do multiplication first. 2 times 9, which is 18, plus 1. And 18 plus 1 is 19, and that's our answer. Number 6, we have 36 minus 2 and y. In place of y, we're going to put a 5. So you're not going to do 36 minus 2. You're going to do 2 times 5 first. So you want to basically take care of this. We're going to look at some examples later where it'll be a little bit more confusing, but deal with the multiplication first. You have 2 times 5, which is 10. Bring everything else down the minus sign and 36. Now 36 minus 10 is 26. That's our answer. Box it. Let's take a look at number 7, t over 3, or t divided by 3 plus 4. If t equals 21, now replace t with 21. Bring down the 3, bring down the plus sign, bring down the 4. Now we simplify. 21 divided by 3 is 7. Bring down the plus, bring down the 4. 7 plus 4 is 11. Box your answer. X plus 8 over 2 if x equals 10. This looks complicated. It's not that bad. So x in place of x is 10 plus 8 over 2. Now, what you're going to do is you need to take care of this top area first. Lots of different ways to do this, but what you're going to do is you're going to treat the top as if there's a parentheses around it. So you have to do 10 plus 8 first. And when you do 10 plus 8, it's 18 over 2, and 18 divided by 2 is 9. Box your answer. Let's look at number 9. 2w plus 4z. Now we have two different variables if w is 10 and z is 3. And this seems kind of scary, kind of complicated, but it's not that much different. You're just going to replace two separate variables. So in place of w, you're going to put 10. Bring down the plus sign, bring down the 4. And in place of z, you're going to replace it with a 3. Now, do the multiplication. We could actually deal with both of them at the same time. 2 times 10 is 20, and 4 times 3 is 12. Bring down the plus sign, and 20 plus 12 is 32. Box your answer. Number 10, you have a plus 2 divided by 2 minus c. If a is 6 and c is 3, so replace a with 6 plus 2 over 2 minus, in place of c, you're going to have 3. So now we deal with the 6 plus 2 first, which is going to be 8. 8, bring down the 2, minus, and 3. 8 over 2 is 4. Bring down the minus, bring down the 3, and 4 minus 3 is 1, and that's our answer. How variables affect the order of operations. When evaluating algebraic expressions, each term, for example, 3x is a term, 4b is a term, or 5xy is considered a term. Anyways, each term must be simplified first before you do order of operations. Imagine a parentheses or bracket around each term telling you to do them first. So what we mean by that is take a look at 12 divided by 2n. The correct way to do this, if n equals 3, the correct way to do this is to pretend there's like a parentheses around the 2n. All right, around each term. Now we could put in each term, but really each term with a variable, attached variable. So 12 divided by 2 in place of n, it's 3. And again, imagine there is a parentheses around there. So what you're going to do is you're going to do 2 times 3 first, which is 6, and then bring down the division and the 12, and now 12 divided by 6 is 2. Now, most people naturally do this anyways, but there are some people who stop and think, and they kind of walk through it the wrong way. So let me show you the wrong way. If you did 12 divided by 2n, and again, you're replacing the n with 3, a lot of people say, well, wait, order of operations, division and multiplication go together. So don't you divide 12 divided by 2 first, which equals 6, and then you multiply by 3, which gets you 12? No, you're not going to do that. That's considered incorrect. So don't do it this way. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that you, if you have a variable with a number, that you take care of that first. You do the multiplication or the division or whatever it is you need to do with them. So take care of that first before, rather than going from left to right. Anyways, why don't you try number 12? You have 9a divided by 3b if a equals 2 and b equals 6. So you have 9a, and in place of a, you're going to have 2, divided by 3b, which is 3 and 6. So we're going to put our brackets around both terms, and we're going to multiply them separately. So we have 18, and this one equals 18 as well. So now we have 18 divided by 18. Bring down the division sign. 18 divided by 18 is just 1. So that is our answer. Let's go ahead and try another one. M to the second power minus 2m. So if m equals 5. So in place of m, you're going to write 5. Bring down the second power, bring down the minus, bring down the 2. M is, again, replaced by 5. So let's deal with the exponent. And actually, we can deal with this term also at the same time, because imagine, again, those brackets go around both of them, and that means you can actually deal with both of them at the same time. So 5 to the second power is 25, because that's 5 times 5, not 5 times 2. And you have 2 times 5 over here, which equals 10. Now you bring down the everything else, which is the minus sign between them. 25 minus 10, that just equals 15. You try number 14. Go and pause the video if you'd like, or just keep going. K to the second power plus 3 if k equals 4. Replace k with 4 to the second power plus 3. Deal with the 4 square, or 4 to the second power, which equals 16. And then bring down the plus, bring down the 3. 16 plus 3 is 19. Box your answer. All right, 15 and 16. We have 2a squared minus 2b plus 5c. if A equals 3, B equals 4, and C equals 1. So 2, replace A with 3, bring down the square, or the second power, bring down the minus, bring down the 2. B gets replaced with 4, bring down the plus, bring down the 5. C gets replaced with 1. So you can basically, again, deal with all of this. First, this 3 square, all of this gets put inside of these like imaginary brackets. So 3 square goes first. 3 square is 9. Right here we have 2 times 4, and right over here we have 5 times 1. So this is 9, this is 8, and this is 5. Now you got to bring down everything else. We didn't deal with the 2 yet, so we have to bring it down the 2. We didn't do anything with the minus sign. Bring that down. Bring down the plus sign. Now we have to do multiplication. 2 times 9, which is 18. Bring down the minus sign, bring down the 8, bring down the plus, bring down the 5. Now we do subtraction. 18 minus 8 is 10. Bring down the plus, bring down the 5. 10 plus 5 is 15. Box your answer. And finally, number 16. 3q divided by 18 divided by r. If q is 8 and r is 6. So 3, bring down 3q is going to be 8 divided by 18 over r, which is 6. So we can deal with both of these terms separately, actually. 3 times 8 is 24. 18 divided by 6 is 3. Bring down the division symbol. 24 divided by 3 is 8. And that's it. That's all the problems. That is how you evaluate algebraic expressions. You just plug in or substitute in the numbers. Go ahead and try some problems on your own. Good luck.